Now, let me repeat again. Now, when you make a deposit of 155 euro into FTMO, they are going to give you a demo account of $10,000. And this demo account, you can trade within the next 30 days. Of course, there is a 14 days for extension, but usually we just finish it within 30 days. And within these 30 days, your profit target is 10%. Okay, because a demo they given to you is $10,000, right? So from this $10,000, they give you, and your profit target is 10%. And your drawdown target is also 10%. Meaning that in 1 month basic, you can make profit of 10%. Under 10% of drawdown, you are quantified as good trader. You are proceed with the next step. But here it adds one more rules is that in a day, right, daily basic, today basic, you cannot lose more than 5%. Okay. Now, let's say that in the first 30 days, you indeed able to achieve the target that we mentioned over here. Then what next? You'll move on to the step 2. In step 2, it's supposed to be 30 days, but they give you a direct extension of 60 days. And within these 60 days, your profit target is just need to be 5%. Yes, for the next 60 days, you just need to be achieving 5% targets. Your maximum losses is still the same, 10%. But then this one will refresh to a new demo account. Okay, meaning that you have never lose more than $1,000, you are considered good trader. And still the same, in a day you cannot lose more than 5%. And once you achieve all these criteria, you'll move on to the next steps. And at this stage, you're going to get a live, real $10,000 account. And with that said, at this $10,000 account, there's no profit target. There's no minimum day for you to trade. You can trade whatever the time that you want. Anytime is up to you. But you just have to make sure that you can maintain it below 10% drawdown and 5% daily drawdown. Okay, this is maximum, mean that you never lose $1,000 and you have never lose $500 in a day. And your deposit is going to be refunded. Meaning, when you get live account, your money will be refunded. In a way, you can literally go to this step, and get back the money and restart back from zero again and make the cycle again. So you are not just having a live account, but also at the same time, you are going to get back your initial deposit. Okay, so far, is there any question that you guys would like to ask? Now, if you fail, what will be the condition that you're going to fail? You either fail on this part, you lose more than that, or you're not achieving profit. So let's talk about this. If you are breach their drawdown rules, right, or you breach these rules, you are directly having a hard rules to fail, meaning that the deposit will not be refunded. Okay, because this deposit is assumed that you are ready to do trading. You are already a profitable trader. That's why you're willing to put in the deposit to guarantee to the problem that you know what you're doing. Okay. How did your student achieve 2 stage in less than 30 days? Now, how did I achieve this? Think of this way. The minimum day for steps 1 is 10 days. And the minimum days for step 2 is 10 days. In a way, you can pass this together, it's about 20 days, right? What does this mean is that, let's say that you are super hardworking. You trade this for 2 weeks. And then this is another 2 weeks. We ask the problem, okay, we are very good trader. We will prove to you that we can pass step 1 and step 2. And we can even show you my ROI. Step 1, step 2, I can achieve this amount of result in short period of time. Hence, that's why we are aiming for. We would like to use the robot to pass it within 20 days as short period as possible. So the next step is that we just set up the robots, and we want to make sure that within 2 weeks time, the robot can achieve a 10% target, and the next 2 weeks time, the robot can achieve another 5% target, which is actually not so difficult. Okay, it is challenging, right? Definitely. In order to achieve 10% per month, not just say 2 weeks, 10% per month in reality is super difficult. Put it into a realistic expectation, right? Maybe I'll share with you this. Let me see. Give me a moment. Okay, never mind. It's a little bit challenging right now. Or I just show it like this. Now, what you guys are seeing right now is testing. All right. Now, what you guys are seeing right now is the trader that is in the room. Okay. Now, you can see that right now in the room we have around 50% of the trader that is profiting, right? 52%. And if we look into the realistic, is that this is a grand total, right? It's about we are trading around 2 months time, correct? Consider the first and second simulation is about 2 months. You can look at it. The average returns of those traders in the first few, right? The average return is about hundreds. The average return for the second simulation is also about 500, right? This is the second round that is much better. And the capital given is $2,000. 540 over 2,000, which is translated to 25% ROI per month. Now, if you can achieve this, it is pretty good. But most of the time, when you go into real life market to trade, right, a realistic expectation is that the top 0.1% of the trader can achieve 10% per month on average, quite consistent. But most of the trader, I would say the top 5% is range between 2% all the way to 10%. It's a huge range on a monthly basis. Okay, super huge range. And the medium, the medium performance on a monthly basis is about 5% per month. So that is a usual top performance of the market's traders already. And in order for us to achieve 10% per month, right, under their drawdown requirement, it is quite difficult. But we also know one thing is that when you do robot trading, we can adjust the risk easier, meaning that we can adjust the lot size easier. We can set the robot to trade as aggressive as possible within short period of time. And that is what we have been set to the robot as well, to ask it, please, we are knowing our target. Okay, my target is that just reach to $1,000. When you reach there, cut loss everything, stop. That's all. All right, then we can move on to the next step. Next step is even easier, $500. So in total, you just need to be profit $1,500. Then you can get a live account. After the live account, immediately switch to a new strategy. Okay, that is even low risk, that we just aim for very, very bare minimum ROI, just like 2% or 3% is enough already, because we get a funding refund and then we can recycle back. The key thing is that we need to be consistent when we're doing prop firm trading. If you over leverage too much, you use a high strategy here to use it at the live account, you are never ever going to be consistent in the trading. All right, so that is a strategy that we are applying at the moment. The drawdown means that the cut loss more than 5%, realized loss or floating losses is a combination of both cut loss. Okay, it's a combination between floating, and realized. So when you add up together, total net cannot more than 500 per day. FTMO allow only one name, one account. No, one name can have many accounts. Okay, FTMO have an account total funding limit per person is 400,000. So you cannot go beyond that. Oh, good business model. What is the profit sharing for the live account? Okay, so for the live account, profit sharing is over here. Now, inside here, the profit sharing for FTMO is 80-20. 80% it is yours, 20% is theirs. But if you have achieved a certain target that the program set over to you, okay, you have achieved to a certain ROI, they are going to, number one, increase your account automatically by 25%. And also at the same time, they're going to increase your profit sharing by additional 10%. So the idea here is that you are not required to trade so hard from 10,000 to become 20,000. If you are a good trader, right, let's say that the target set to you is 10%. You can achieve 10% ROI within, I don't know, 3-month period of time. Okay. Then from 10,000 to become 11,000, right? At 11,000, you withdraw out your $1,000. Withdraw. This is your own money. Okay, of course, the profit sharing is 80% here. After that, with your $1,000, $10,000, they're going to add in additional 25% of your account. In a way, you do not need to compound your account. They will automatically compound it for you. By the next week, your account will be starting from 12,000. And this thing can keep on continue until you have reached to their maximum limits. Their maximum limit is 400k per person. But that is also not an issue lah, because you got so many brother and sister, right? Okay. If the robot achieve the target within 5 days, right? For example, still have to wait for the next 10 days because the minimum trading day is 10 days, correct? So yes, later we're going to show you guys charts how we did it and how we actually wait until the stage to pass the account. Can we set the same method with our VIP challenge right now? By the way, you guys, okay, so I guess that you are saying that the challenge stage, right, the VIP challenge phase. So yes, you can do exactly the same thing as what I mentioned here, because this is the way that we pass a problem. And this is our research, our theory as well. And we did have a statistic that's proven this is work much better than the average. Like you guys see, the average people that pass a problem on statistic point of view is less than 5%. But the chance of we to pass it is more than 60%. We did have a stat to show you guys. Later, I'm going to share it with you guys. What we'll get after we pass the problem challenge, you are going to get a $10,000 account with a 80% profit split at the starting. Okay, this is on FTMO. Is it easy to get profit from FTMO back to our Malaysia bank account? Is there any restriction by BNM? No. It is quite easy, I would say. But the money that go in is not directly to your bank account. Right now, they are going into a third-party HR system first. They will do all sort of tax declarations and then only pay out to you. You will be sort of like a contractor to them, or you are sort of like a contractor or employee. Okay, and it's a must for them to pay you. If they don't pay you, the company will directly declare bankrupt. Okay, and you got to be aware of this thing as well. The risk is on their side, because if one day you don't trade, who is going to lose the money? Of course, the profit will lose the money first, right? And you have the control to decide whether you want to profit or not. And as I said, trading is not a fully long-term holding for like 10 years, 20 years, and expecting that you're going to take the money forever to trade, right? In prop firm, the idea here is that you will have to trade it as short term as possible. Within 2 to 3 years, accumulate huge amount of profit, save it into a certain area that is cash, and you can see the bank can touch it one that is 100% secure. That is most important when it comes to trading and investment, right? I think if you open an account should be okay, right? Saving account only gonna question. Correct. I think that's for the small money, right? For small money, it won't have any trigger on the bank negara. After step 3, loss. How? Now, step 3, after you loss, you have to repeat again, start from 0. So that's why we go for super duper low risk. Even a 2% ROI can pass those kind of like target. Make yourself into a situation whereby you are never ever enter into a situation you'll be continuously losing to 5%. That's why you have to be practice, or you have to be knowing well on the robot setup before you go into the platform. Wouldn't this more challenging for beginner trader? Definitely, it will be more challenging for beginner trader, and that's why the heading is say that what forex traders wanted. If you are just beginner, you are assumed not a trader yet. You are a learner. So from a learner to become a trader, that's why you are here. And in order for you guys to, I make sure that you guys have a least amount of stress. That's why I given you guys those VIP, right? You have the access to this $2,000 funding. At least you guys experience what is the easiest version of prop firm first before you go in. All right. So that's the idea here. And for prop firm, right, FTMO is a pioneer, but we have number 2 as well. Now, number 2 in the market is called as myforexfund.com. Okay, do remember, because internet there are too many scammers right now. So the original website is myforexfund.com. Okay, and you can scroll down. They got 3 different packages. For me, I will just explain on evaluations. The rest you can just ignore, which is basically not so suitable for most people, right? Now, in this criteria, we look into the apple to apple $10,000 first. The refundable registration fee is only $84, which is much lower than the FTMO. It's easier for you guys to start. And the profit target is 8% for phase 1, 5% for phase 2, meaning that you have to achieve $800 plus another $500 in the second phase. So our target for robot is actually 1,003 over a month. Of course, that is my method. Short period of time, go high risk, then short period high risk, long term low risk. All right. So the drawdown on daily basis is 5%. Now this one is more interesting, whereby they have a 12% maximum drawdown, meaning that they are allowing you guys to have a bigger drawdown. Okay, so it's more flexible in the, we call this as my forex fund. And which one cannot trade on news? I will just put it this way. In terms of restrictions, my forex fund is more lenient. You can go with it, and there is no restriction like you cannot use trading on news side, you cannot use robot. My forex fund is better on this area. So that's why I always recommend my student to trade in my forex fund first. Last night gold is so crazy, went up and down, kill all the buyer, correct? And good strategy for those that can't stop trading even after the target achieved the profit requirement to open another account and trade that account. Yep, correct. Correct. Now, in a way, right, for prop firms, I will highly recommend you guys to practice the way that they trade. Of course, for your own account, you can allow for bigger drawdown, like maybe 10%, 15%. But essentially, right, you can see that your target and their target is aligned. It's different with those broker they ask you to go all out, keep pumping money, keep more deposit. Why? Because your deposit is equal to their sales. They assume that the money that you put in is equal to the profit they already made, right? That is a broker business. But profit business is different. They only make profit later, provided that you are a good trader first. That's why I highly recommend prop firms for every trader. Even that you are still beginners, you can aim for a small thing like even like this, right? $5,000. You just need $49 to spend, and 49 is almost nothing, right? Like $49, go out one dinner already finished. So that's why instead of go for one dinner, why don't they just practice a skill, be ready to go for this profit? You can pass it. So can we try again to pay 339 estimated again? Yes, can. Okay, you can have unlimited trial until you pass. Again, as I said, take it chill and easy, don't rush. Success is not one night thing. Okay, success not come overnight. It come over multiple practices over the time. If sometimes I use my phone, sometimes I use VPS, will it violate? No. Okay, even, alright, just to let you guys know. The reason why I give you guys a semi-auto trading, because in trading there are three types, right? There is manual, and then there's at auto. Pretty much auto is more like a scam right now, but there is a semi-auto in between. The reason why Profit don't like auto is because there are too many robots in the market that the user don't even know how to control the risk. They just thought that, oh, plug and play adjust the risk to 100% risk per trade only. Yes, a lot of people pass prop firm because of a high risk robot, but then it's not going to be sustainable. So that's why the profit favorable towards semi-auto. And in fact, from statistic point of view, right, people that's trading on semi-auto is the most crowd, and those that in full auto is technically the lowest. Number one, the people that know how to full auto is very, very rare. Second, the people know how to use a robot under a controllable risk is another even more rare. And third thing, they don't even know that the robot is the real inventor or not. Are you just buying from somewhere else that don't understand? So that's why semi-auto is always the most optimum. But if you want to go full auto, that's why I am teaching you guys all these detailed number. Alright, all these detailed number. So that when one day the prophet asks you, hey, Ethan, tell me why your robot is entering at 1% risk per trade. At least you can justify because of DTV support and resident RSI. You can explain like what I'm doing already. Now the good part is that you do not need to be perfect in this area lah. You remember I had that yesterday I mentioned about the Telegram bot, copy paste into ChatGPT, thing answer, copy and paste send to them. Oi, this guy macam yes, you have calculated all this number. Yeah, so that is something that we have done for you guys. And even when you are in the coaching program, you can ask me directly also if you face any problem related to prop firms, how to justify the number, how to calculate this and that. I will even calculate for you guys so that you can easily pass through the challenge. Prop firm is a win-win-win situation for prudent trader. Just need to juggle the drawdown. Yes, correct. High risk robots to get 100% risk might not be something as well, right? Go to Genting. No need to stress. All right, so this is my forex one, but then because of all this criteria, my forex one is more linear, right? The profit sharing of my forex fund is actually lesser. Now you can look into here, the profit sharing is up to 85%, and their criteria is actually starting from 75%, 80% to 85%, meaning that this is your first month withdrawal, second month, and then third month. Then following month is all 85. The reason why they do it like this is that they have to make back the profit anyway, right? Prop firm had to make profit also. That's why that is the plan that we mentioned over here, right? But so far, is there any question that you guys would like to ask? Okay, is it all clear? Now, I highly recommend you guys to go in to read in details how does the platform works and what is exactly rules and criteria, what are the costs, everything. Okay, read all the rules. These are all the rules that they mentioned inside. So we can have FTMO and MyForex Fund. Yes, you can have both at the same time. And we also have calculated that if you have these two combined, you can have minimum 1 million account from both of these platforms. If fail on the demo, can we start all over again? Yes, can. Feel free to start all over again. Okay, so if it's all clear, can type a 2 in the chat box. Let me know that you are understand too. Thank you so much. Okay, coming back to what happened yesterday. All right. Now, robot enable on 10K account or can do 100K? Can go for 100K. 1000K also can. It's just a matter of setting, right? Because I can show you guys, it's just a matter of calculations. We have the formula, and in fact, the formula I show you guys is just so that it's closer to you guys. You can imagine. Some of you guys may not able to see what is 100K yet, so I put it small number so that you guys can imagine. All right. So what happened exactly yesterday during the news time? The gold market suddenly spike, right? 8:30 p.m. We see da 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 da. Market goes up, then suddenly comes down, up again, and then at one point, okay, at one point we enter a buy trade. Then the market spikes up. Okay, the market goes up, take profit. Then what I do is that I make a buy trade. Remember, yesterday at the top of the market, I make a buy trade at a super peak. And then when it come down to here, it enter another buy trade for me. You see, it entered another buy trade for me because it expected to be a support. So that's why it buy again. But suddenly it dropped even further. The robot think that something wrong. So that's why it don't do anything. Then suddenly, over a split of 1 second, market just all the way up. Correct? Market just spikes all the way up. Now, what does the robot did? First, the robot, see at this candlestick, right? At this candlestick, the robot first closed the trade at this level. Okay, it first closed the trade at this level. Why? Because we don't know what will happen. It will spike and suddenly come back down. Correct? If it spike, cut first, take a bit. It go even further, cut for second time, take a bit first. But then because it's 0.02, only can cut 2 times. So cut, done already. But in fact, if you have more, you can cut all the way to the top. Now this is for the buy side. What do you guys happen to the sell side? Right, have a guess. What happened to the sell side? Do you think that sell is making profit or loss? Right, if you think it's profit, type a P. If you think it's a loss, type a L. Right, have a guess. Profit, loss, profit. Wow, you guys are nice. We have opened another account, and this is what happened to it. Yesterday on the news time, and we actually have made the first profit. Okay, here. Wait, let me check. So you see, what I'm doing here is that this is where we started to sell yesterday for the first trade of demonstration. I sell it here, it come down, spike, take profit, then end already. So I say, like here, if you guys can see, it sell from here to here. Okay, here to here. And then the second is actually take profit at below, then done, end of the work. But for the demonstration, I just sell it again at the bottom. And let you guys see what happened later. So you see, suddenly when there is a news, there is a huge spike. Okay, there is a huge spike. Suppose a normal robot will open thread, open thread, open thread, right? This is what they call it as dollar cost average again and again. Keep opening a lot of threads. But then that will end up in a huge drawdown, a huge losses. So the robot will not do this thing. This robot will think that, is it a good risk to take or not, to enter the thread over here. So when it had draw this line, it will say, okay, no thread here, then think again, thread or not? Also don't thread, don't thread, don't thread, don't thread. All these don't thread. It keep wait for opportunity to enter the thread. And in fact, it wait all the way, no opportunity, just wait. Wait until when there's a chance it have a big drop. Okay, when there's a chance they have big drop, it just cut loss here. Then the next candlestick, it drop even further, it cut loss here. Right, take profit here. Right, it take profit here and here. After it take profit, you see, take profit at the bottom before the market goes up again. In a way, this is like automatically making sure that you are able to be rest and then stress-free, just trade it. Because the robot can handle the rest of the monitoring of the chart for you. Now, what happened to Euro USD? Yesterday we opened for Euro USD as well, right? Now, yesterday we opened a trade here and market indeed goes up. You see all this white color line, it don't enter any trade at all. Okay? Just don't do anything. As a human, I mean, reasonable, rational. News time come in, you know how to trade meh? You also don't know ma, you also got wait ma, right? So it mimic what human did. So no, right? These are all crazy, too crazy. Wait, here, market slow down already, you can see. Market slow. At this point, of course, the robot expected what? If you guys cannot see this, 1, 2, 3, something like this. You see, the robot expect this thing to happen, but I believe that there is a manipulation happen here. It just enter here, expect to come down, but fell. Doesn't matter, right? Wait, it will just wait up, right? If it fell, then wait for second opportunity. Hey, second time come down again, come down again, chop, enter back in again. And what happened? In, drop. Hey, whenever there's a take profit, right? Whenever there's a chance to profit, it take for you first. Put a bit to your pocket. And then later over here, you can give an automatic exit as well. So it can exit at very, very bottom of it. Alright, so you can see this. Meaning that, hey, I just enter for the first thread. Okay, I just enter for the first thread. The rest of it is handled by robot automatic already. And you see, I buy, I also profit. I sell, I also profit. It's just that sell side will have more drawdown. So it's my entry problem. But regardless you buy or you sell, right? Because you are using this robot, it will make sure that your trading decision is always right. That is what being done for you guys. Okay, how powerful is this robot? Now the robot can set pending order, or I set pending order at MT4 when the price to my pending order, and it will enter the trade. Is it work for the robot? Yes, it work for the robot. Scalping robot can auto entry trade or not. At the moment of time, the version that you are getting cannot. Alright. But then to answer back to Pinyin, right? You would like to auto entry can. Now what I'm going to show you guys is that later at 7:30, sorry, it should be 8:30. Later at 8:30, what will happen is that there will be a news. We call it as PPI. Same thing, you do not need to know what is all this about. You just need to be aware that there's a news happen at 8:30. Market will be very, very volatile. Now I do a wrong demonstration, a false demonstration that you guys should not do. But basically what I'm like to show you guys is that, what if that you put a pending order? Okay, what if I put a pending order? Can it execute or not? And if can execute, how it will be executed? And there are still people that don't know how to use robot. So let me just explain it again one more time. Now, assume that you have the robot, you would like to remove it. What you can do is that right click, expert advisor, remove. Okay, right click, expert advisor, remove. Now, you only remove it when there is no thread handling by the robot. So I remove for now. Now, the next thing is that we would like to add in the robot again. So first of all, make sure that you have the auto trading enabled. Okay. Second, make sure that you go to scalping auto exit, drag and drop into it, and just click OK. And with that said, you have set up the robot. Now, right now, I would like to teach you guys a little bit on setting. Okay, a little bit of settings. Here we have set a abnormal market filter. This is where the vertical dotted line actually refer to. How should we classify that the market is abnormal or not? A standard of 2 times more movement than average. If on average, right, the price movement is about 100 points. Okay, let's say that on a normal time, a candlestick size should be up to down 100 points. As long as the candlestick suddenly 2 times bigger, become 200 points, it will stop the trading. Okay, it will stop trading from here because 200 can go lower and lower, right? So it just stop from here onward. But what if you think that, yeah, 200 too easy lah. I want to make it to be 250. Okay, 2.5 times than the normal. What you guys can do is that go to the setting here. I change to 2.5 times. Meaning that I make it more aggressive to enter the trades. Okay, more aggressive. And I can set also the profit that I want to take is 150 over here. Basically, this means that the minimum profit that I'm going to take before I close the trade. Now, just for sake of demonstration, the lot size that I'm going to use is 0.02. Okay, 0.02. The smaller the lot size, the better it is, because you also have calculated that if your lot size very, very big, what will happen is that it will make your risk of trading very huge. The risk of margin call also very huge. So I repeat again, they are just trading that I just set. Number one, the minimum profit. Number two, I set it to be a larger lot multiplier, 2.5 times the normal candlestick, and then 0.02. Okay, the lot size that I want to open is 0.02. For today, all right, today I don't change anything of this problem setup. Okay, purposely for me to let it show you guys how it happen when you buy with pending order or you sell with pending order. Okay, I don't want it to be closed out in the way. Okay, you see 150 have been set up. The 2.5 times is based on which candle? It's based on the past historical candlestick. Now, right now, I would like to enter for pending orders. And this pending order can be executed from phone and computer as well. Personally, I like to do it on computer, which is more easier. Basically, you can come to here, okay, any place, or you can click this icon to having this crosshair, and you can put into certain place that you want light to put pending order. For example, I would like to put a pending buy trade here. So I just right click, buy limit, right? You see this? Right click, there's a buy limit. I just click on this, and there's a buy limit order here. I look at my trade, go buy at 0.02 at this price. And what if that I would like to sell? I would like to sell it at slightly higher than here, which is somewhere here, this price. Then I can sell it here. Okay, so meaning that if the price indeed will goes to here, it will execute for me. If it come to here, it will also execute for me. And what if that, okay, what if that I would like the robot, regardless what situation, I would like for it to execute sell trade at a peak as well. So I would like to put it here, right click, sell over here, sell at this price. So by doing this, it automatically handle the sell trade here, sell trade here. Let's say that I want to buy here also. Right click, buy. Then by doing this, right, it will automatically execute the trades. When it goes up, it will automatically sell. When it comes down, it will be automatically buy as well. Okay. Now please show me again how did I edit the setting. Now if you want to edit the setting, just drag and drop the robot into the chart again. Okay, just drag and drop. Or you can click on the face, okay, single click, left click, and you will come to this inputs tab. And this input tab will show all these details. You can make the changes over here. All the pending will be GTC, good to go. Yes, good to I don't know for the full term of good to go, but GTC, yes, that is what it means. It will just be there forever until you have closed it. Okay, do cancel, correct. Right. So far, is it any question or am I going too fast? Or can catch up? Yes. Right. If can, right, then type a can in the chat box. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is that I would like to do a demonstrations for my phone as well, so that you guys also know how to do the trades on the phone. Can switch to notebook in the meantime? Yes, can. Okay, let's say that right now can switch off. Off also can, right? You can switch off the notebook also can. If you guys have any question, can type in the chat box, let me know. Okay, while I'm accessing for my phone. Can. Just miss the initial discussion on the robots. If we set the take profit by point, so the robots will close the trade for me. Yes, close for you. And in a way, okay, to clarify, right, when you are setting this 150 point minimum close profit, it does not mean that it will be 100% when it reaches 150 point, surely close. No, it does not mean that way. It just means that when it reaches 150, it is starting to look at possibility of closing the trades. Possibility. Because 150 is a minimum. It can go to 151, 52, 53. It will wait until the optimum profit only close for you. It will not simply close. Alright. Now, right now I'm on my phone. And what I'm going to do is that I will do a screen share. And to let you guys see that how does it work. Right now I'm in my MD4. As you guys can see, right, I do nothing. My profit is already $27. So those that in VIP, what you guys are waiting for? The robot is a super powerful tool for you guys to pass profit. I will say that. Okay, so let's say that right now I would like to do trading with Euro USD again. Okay, just Euro USD, and I will do pending order for this time. So for phone, it's not so convenient because you have to know the price that you would like to put pending orders. Let's say that for this example, right, I can swipe. Okay, I can click and then open the chart. And from the chart here, I can roughly know that what will be the price here and here, or I can see the price from here. Or you can do a measurement with these tools at the top. So after that, you can have this navigate around. So just put an example, right? So I just put the sell at the top here, maybe, yeah, just here lah. 1.937, right? Can someone help me to type in the chat box? 1.0937. Just take the last 4 digit. Okay, 1.0937. And then at the bottom is 1.919. Okay, 1.919. So right now I would like to execute for trades. In the chart itself, if you would like to execute a trade, you can click trade directly. Okay, the trade is at the top just now, which is here. And do you see this market execution? Market execution means you are buy right now or you sell right now. And what I'm going to do is that I would like to enter for 0.02 lots. Okay. And I click on market execution. And I can see there is a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. For beginner, if you don't know what is all this thing all about, you just focus on buy limit, sell limit. Because buy limit means buy low, sell limit means sell high. So it's buy low, sell high. It's more intuitive to use it. So buy low, sell high. Buy low means lower than current price. Sell limit means selling higher than the current price. This is the current price right now. Okay, this is the current price. So what I'm going to do is that I would like to do buy limit, buy lower than the current price. So that's the number that I asked you guys to key in just now is 1.0937. Okay, 1.0937. And of course, you can set any stop loss take profit that you prefer. Okay, let's just put it this way, right? I put it 9.9 or 000, right? In this case, let's say that this is a stop loss that I would like to put. Hey, wait, typo. The lower number should be 1.9190. Okay, this is the lower number. So when you key in correct, only you can place the order. If you key in wrong, you cannot place. So I click place. Okay, can you see this? I change to a lower time frame. Can you guys see that I have a buy limit here right now, meaning that I have executed my trade. And when the market drop to this level, I will automatically make a buy trade. Even your computer off, even though your phone is off, it will be automated executed. Why did I want to sell at the top? Same thing, I go to trade. Instead of buy limit, I go to click sell limit. Sell limit, I entering the price for 9370. And I set up my stop loss, for example, a stop loss of 9500, something like this. Okay, something like this. You can set a stop loss, take profit, no need the robot handle. Something like this, then I click save. Then you see, I have my sell limit here and a stop loss here. Meaning that when the price is reaching to the top, okay, is reaching to the top here, automatic sell. Reaching to the bottom, automatic buy. Auto buy, auto sell, and then in the computer, robot auto handle the trade as well. So the rest of thing, just leave it for the robot to do the job for you. In fact, buy trade there is a stop loss below, which you can see from here. Okay, I switch to a higher time frame so that you can see. Right, can see this, right? You have buy limit, sell limit with a stop loss at up and downside. So both is handled for you, and almost you have covered everything that's needed for trading. Ethan, could you explain that which situation that you will use scalp auto versus swing robot? In most cases, okay, in most cases, we just use scalp auto. The purpose of using this is to generate more faster return. Scalp auto is to generate faster return. But then for swing trading, alright, swing trading is when you go to prop firm, that month itself you are super duper busy. Let's say that you are working offshore, you can't even touch your food. Or you go to some jungle, don't even have internet connection for the 1 or 2 week time. And what you can do is that you just set up, okay? You just set up the strategy, pending order, like what I'm doing here, pending buy, pending sell, and let it float. Okay, let it float. Let it wait for very long to close it. At this stage, you don't even care about today profit, tomorrow profit. You just care about monthly profit. Now, if you don't set any stop loss, will the robot handle by itself? Yes. Okay, the robot can handle it as well. Almost in any situation, the robot can handle. The reason why I put a stop loss is just because certain students ask about it. Then I say long. Hey, you guys see, right now Go already executed my buy trade. And I executed already. And I'm in profit. Okay, you see I have already closed in profit. While I'm still talking, I already in profit. Let's look at gold. You see, I don't know what happened just now, but exactly when it come down, touches my buy, I already in profit. Let's go back to computer so that we can have clearer view what exactly happened just now. How to know that the robot is there in the phone? In the phone, we don't know that the robot will be there or not, but we just know that the system itself, when you set up in a computer, it will be always there. All right. If it's not there, mean that, how do I say that? You just need to make sure that you just double check that you go in and see that your robot is smelling. That's all. Just make sure that the robot is smelling in the computer. Cannot see it. Right now, should able to see. But we can't off the PC while the robot is running, yeah. That's why I said, invest into VPS. How much it is? Just $9.99 ma. Or you can invest into your friend computer also. You see, I just managed to take profit at a very, very small candlestick like this. Exactly when the market just now, what happened is that, okay, market drop. You see, this is first, second, third, fourth. In such a millisecond, drop, execute for me, robot buy again at bottom, goes up, take profit. Zhao already. Automatic zhao for you. And how much is the profit here? Sum calculate. About 150 point. Okay. If I calculate, I sum all this together. 3.06. This one is average out together is about 20 cents. 306 plus 20 cents, 326 point. Okay, 326 point, and each of the trade is 0.01. So we can just say that 326 point profit over these two trades in a few minutes. Ta-da! How about set stop loss and take profit in the phone? Is it necessary? Not necessary. Okay, for sake of demonstration, we enter a buy limit again, and we will wait again. How much is a US dollar? Depend on your lot size. 326 USD. If your lot size is 0.01 point, if a 0.01 is about $3.26. If it's 0.02, is 2 times of this, and so on and so forth. Okay? Easy or not? I really don't know how to make it even easier, but then, alright, how many of you guys actually feel that this is quite easy, make your life much easier to trade already? Type out the 1 into the chat box if you can see that this is actually making your life much easier. So right now we are just 3 more minutes before the news. Okay, Isn't how can you open a trade randomly and yet still profit? That is the power of this robot. You can almost open a trade randomly, still can make profit one, because we have been tested, proven this strategy. You no need to be accurate to enter the trade. That is definitely true. You no need, definitely no need. For example, right, let's say that I open for Go Market. Okay, Go Market. For sake of demonstration, I put it in H1. Okay, and I do a demonstration on simulation. Right? What if that you are using as simple as RSI lah, right? As simple as RSI to do the trading, and we just let it flow through. And then when there is a chance, we just click buy and sell accordingly. And you guys can type question into the chat box while you're seeing me trading. I almost close my eyes just to let it fly and see what will happen. Okay, right now it's almost at the top. Then at top I sell. Only I sell. Can we initiate trade anytime and let the robot handle on all the situation? Yes, it can. I mean, that is what the robot good at and what the robot strong at doing it. Now, let's say that I just enter a buy trade on these situations, all right? And this will be same for everyone. Let's say I just enter a buy right now. Hey, I make profit already, 100 point. If you think that, hey, can enter again lor, all right? Now, you may need to take note, if it enter again, keep on entering the trade will not be good. You have been tested in the simulation as well. Keep on entering the trade will not be good, especially you traded more and more, it will end up in more and more losses. So we just let the price fly and you can trade along the way. If you guys have any question, right, you can type in the chat box. And if there's no, then we're going to open up the session for other students to join. So we come down and I let it open the trade again. Not yet, not yet. Okay, if you think that, wait the robot enter the trade, I also can enter, fine. If you want to enter again, you can enter, but I don't want to enter lah. Alright, so we just let it fly. This one I want to close. This one. This I also close it. This I also close it. I just want to maintain with 3 charts. Hey, you see, I make profit lor. Profit. Profit. Okay. Then I think that, oh, no lah, isn't. Now is good chance to sell, I think. So you decide to make a sell trade. In that way, we are helping to judge the best time to initiate the robot to trade. Yes, correct, in a way. Alright, what happened right now is 8:30 p.m. Now, today volatility is much slower, but then you can see that I have already executed my sell trade. Okay, Go executed their sell trade, and Euro USD is also executed. But then because this Euro USD is too close to the stop loss, the next entry is here. And very likely that it will not be able to enter the trade line. You see, it already marked that it's abnormal here already. It stopped to do the trading. So there's no chance that it will enter the trade here, lor. But we can see that tomorrow what will happen. Here, you see Go, I'm entering the trade. But right now, I'm in profit. I already in profit $5, $50 point. No. $200, $200 plus point. And you see, I even sell at RSI sell 30. I also make profit. It just helped me to capture at the bottom. Of course, the better of your entry, the more profit you can get. If you simply enter, your result will be quite disaster. Okay, but if you properly enter a trade with a good analysis, not need to be perfect. Okay, to be put it here, you do not need to be perfect to make more money. You just need to be good enough. So with that said, I think that's all for the VIPs. Welcome to the day 4 of the challenge. Now, today will be the last day that we are doing our class, and after this onwards, for those VIP, it is a time for you to take the knowledge to be practical. For those that is not, never mind, you can still continue to trade with a $2,000 demo account that given to you guys as a practice of a tools to become better and better over time. Hello, Shankar. Alright, even though your name is Simon, but I know that you are Shankar. And just now, we are having a discussion in the VIP together. Alright, we are actually talking about what would it be like if you are having the robot to trade for you? And this is one of the example, right? Just now we have been trading gold, and about the last few minutes we are just talking around, and I just randomly enter the chat. It's literally near random enter the chat. Okay, I don't look at the chart at all. I just talk and I buy, talk and I sell, something like this. And this is the result that I can get. Okay, there is not much trades, right? Just about 13 trades, but you can see with not so much attention to it, right? I can get 76% of the win rate. Oi, I don't do anything, oi. I just initiate, buy or sell accordingly. And even I intentionally make a wrong trade, I can still make profit. And this is what exactly been done. You just initiate the sell, and then you can continue to talk with your friend, with other people. When market they give you an opportunity like this, almost like a human cannot take it one. Suddenly the candlestick drop, cut. When it goes out again, drop second time, cut. Automatic. And even when the market go against you, right? Say, oh, go against me so much. Never mind. Automatic break even. That is what being done by the VIP session and with the robots. And we also have been showing them how to enter the trade with the robots, set up the pending orders, even on the news time, how to actually handle this. The robot can handle it pretty well. As you guys can see right now, it's earning about $6-7 right from gold market itself, and net is about $5 if we open up Euro USD and gold together. And even this is not a proper analysis. And the message that I would like to carry out over here is that you does not need to be perfect in analysis to get a lot of profit. In fact, you just need to be good enough to be justifiable so that the robot can handle the rest for you. All right. We also have explained about the prop firms and what are the details element that need to be aware. Why semi-auto trading is much more favorable toward the prop firm as well. Right. So for those VIP, right, if you found the topic that we shared just now is very cool, right, type of cool in the chat box. All right, type of cool in the chat box. Now, what we're gonna talk right now, real cool. All right, thank you so much. Very cool. Okay, what we're gonna talk right now is coming in a bit deeper, right? Exactly how to do this thing, multi-time frame analysis. How many of you guys has faced this problem before? When you do analysis, right, you use moving average, RSI, support resistance. Okay, you found that daily time frame is downtrend, H1 time frame is uptrend, M15 time frame is ranging, and now you become confused. You don't know what time frame to trade, and you don't know which one to follow. How many of you face this problem before? I type the me into the chat box. If you don't type it, mean that you haven't traded enough. Okay, now if you don't understand, let me give you an example. Now, dear traders, everyone know this. What is the time frame? Up, down, ranging. Up, down, ranging. Okay, yes, everyone agree that this is uptrend. Okay, this is USD JPY on a daily time frame. What about this? Okay, USD JPY in 1 hour time frame. Up, down, or ranging? Ranging, ranging. Someone say up, some say ranging. All right, majority is ranging. So you give ranging. What about this? 15-minute time frame. Up, down, ranging. Jay said down. Up, down. Up, down means ranging, no? Ranging, Ranging, Then this time frame. At this time frame, up, down, or ranging? Down. Okay, everyone can see this. And you come to a table, you say that, okay, USD JPY just now, this is uptrend, this is ranging, this is ranging, and then this is downtrend. And what will be your next steps? Call Ethan. Ethan, what is the best time frame to buy? How many of you already confused and you already face this, right? Type a haha in the chat box. Type a haha in the chat box. You guys can notice this thing, right? This is $1 million question or even $1 billion question. Since day one, people already asking me, Ethan, which time frame to use to get the best result? Ethan, I should buy or should sell right now? You see, daily ask me to up, and one ask me to down. Ethan, am I analyzed correct or not? Which time frame is correct? Or can you tell me which time frame to analyze or not? I can tell you lah. 100% of time, if you ask me this question, I am going to answer the same thing. All time frame is the best. Why? A simple way to understand is that let's think in this way. If right now at 1 second later, USD JPY goes up in day time frame, would it goes up in 1 hour? Yes. Would it goes up in 15 minutes? Yes. Would it goes up in 1 minute? Yes. So in a way, right, all these trend should be the same also, right? Because the price movement of here to all places here is the same. But what makes you looks different? Okay, and I have to say this, if you are a beginner trader, this is something that is a must for you to go through. If you don't go through this, your journey will be difficult. Okay, now what is the best time frame to trade? I will say that it's all time frame. And what time frame is the best to explain is also all. Now some of the students just now mentioned about exactly how to cut the time frame, but in short, this is the formula of it. Let's take it this way. Weekly, daily, these are the high time frame. Is for you to know the directions. H4 1 hour is for you to know the market trend. M30 and all the way to mini time frame is for you to get confirmations. This is to get the idea of buy, sell, or do ranging. Okay, this one is to get the speed of it, how fast to buy, how fast to sell, or how fast the ranging right now. And this confirmation is a place that you have to define what is your indicator to use. If you're going to do trend following, is using moving average. Doing pullback is using RSI. Okay, so these are some of the way. But put it in a simple way. Take this market as example. If I would like you to zoom in to this small box, what is a trend over this period of time? Up, down, or ranging? Down. If we zoom in further to 4-hour chart, this is up, down, or ranging? Also down. If we zoom in further to 1 hour, this is up, down, or ranging? As you guys can see, it is all downtrend, correct? What we just did is that we just set a context. Within this period of time, what is the market trend? Essentially, right, to look at trend is not about time frame. It's about the time period. The time frame is just a zoom in, zoom out version of the price actions. If you still cannot see that it's all the same, put it like this. Now, some of you guys ask, never mind, I just take this market first. Okay, right now what you guys are seeing, this is an MT4. And what I'm going to do is that I will segment out of certain regions. Okay, and the region is from last April. Okay, here to here. This is a downtrend, right? I label this area. This region is fully downtrend. And what I'm going to do is that with the same region, I'm going to extend further. What I'm going to do is that right now I change from 4 hour to, see this, focus on this area, 4 hour to 1 hour, 1 hour to 30 minutes, 30 minutes to 15 minutes, 15 minutes to 5 minutes. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see the connection of it? 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay. Did you see this price movement pattern is all the same inside this box? Down, up, down, up, down, up, something like this. W, down. 1 hour, same. W, down. 4 hour, W, down. 5 minutes also. Okay, within 5 minutes, because it's too small, right? Now you can still see W and then come down. This is 15 minutes. Can you guys see this? Right, if you guys can finally see that it's all the same, right, type a same in the chat box. Or if you cannot see, type a 0. Right, type a 0 if you cannot see. So essentially, time frame is just a zoom in, zoom out. The price action that happened in 1 hour is going to happen the same in 30 minutes as well. Let me prove it to you guys. Okay, for me, I do trading. I don't simply say one. I will give you guys proof. I take the simplest indicator lah. Okay, RSI. In this indicator, you can see that in 1 hour time frame, you can see that the peak is here and the bottom is here, correct? And there is another peak here. What I'm going to do is that I will change the time frame, and you see that still got a peak here and here or not. Same goes to here. From 1 hour to 30 minutes, is it still a peak and peak and peak? Yes. 15 minutes, it is still there. 2 hours, alright, some of the weird time frame, still a peak there. 30 minutes, it's a peak. 4 hours, 4 hours is a peak, but then the candlestick being compressed. So that's why 1 and 2. And then it is still a down over here, just that being compressed. Okay, 3 hours also got, 2 hours also got, 1 hour also got. So you see, the signal of RSI, is it propagate along the time frame? Okay, even in 5 minutes, now 5 minutes is more candlestick, more chaotic. But you see, this is number 1, and this is number 2, or I see a big one, alright, a big one, and number 3, a huge one. The smaller time frame you go, the signal will be just being distributed along the candlestick. It will be dragged longer. And that is why I always say that time frame really doesn't matter. If you know well on this indicator, it can be used in any way, any time frame. And also at the same time, when you're having this kind of indicator to trade, right? I mean, when you know this kind of time frame and also the zoom in and zoom out of it, your trading will be much easier. For example, let's say that people ask you, what is the trend of the market right now? You go year to date. Okay, the trend is not look at the one at the top, it's look at year to date. From early all the time to now, gold is very uptrend. That's what you can see on the BBC. The market, it's very uptrend. They just click on this, it's up, then it's the up lah. How about the past 6 months? The past 6 months, gold is also pretty uptrend. And this can be applied in any way. all right, you would like to apply in Dow Jones. In the last 6 months, Dow Jones has not good performance. Last 3 months, Dow Jones also not a good performance. How about S&P 500? For the past 6 months, S&P 500 is performing slightly better than Dow Jones. How about, just I click Dow Jones, is it? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is Dow Jones, not so performing. And what if that for oil? I think that you guys have been aware that oil has been quite stable for the last half of the year to now, right? It's pretty stable. So Euro USD for the past 6 months, it is growing and back to what it's supposed to be valued. All right. And why people say that look at higher time frame? If I say that, okay, how many of you actually can see this thing? I draw this rectangle. Okay, I said that this is a top region, this is a bottom region. Okay, as like the price is up, down, up. Now, they said that look at higher time frame to know the direction. Why they say so? If I have this pattern of the price movement moving like this, and I expect to be moving like this, okay, to come back to here, would this method apply in all time frame or not? Okay, would this analysis apply to any time frame or not? They look into daily time frame, logical or not? Yes. 4 hour, logical or not? It is still there. 1 hour, is it logical or not? It is still there. Same pattern some more. 30 minutes, 30 minutes longer a bit. But right now, can you see a full picture of what the market is moving? Right? If you can see this and it's a bit mind blown to you, right? Type of aha into a chat box. Finally, this is a light bulb moment. Bang! Aha. So that's why I said time frame is not important. Alright, time frame is not important. As long as you know one thing, okay, your mouse need to be good to scroll in and scroll out. If you can scroll in and scroll out, almost one time frame can beat all. Alright, one time frame can beat all. Okay, so that is about the time frame. Now, how many of you would like to know where the big money will come in? How many of you would like to know what will be the future price movement? Would it be future going to be ranging, trending, or not? Type in the me into the chat box. Now, I believe that this is a question that everyone is wondering and hope to learn as well. Now, for this one, I believe that you want to know this. Ethan, what is the best price to buy? Best price to sell? In fact, this one will be even more popular questions, especially for those that's doing stocks trading or more on indexes, commodity trading. Ethan, what is the best price to invest gold? How I know? Invest in the time that everyone is investing in. Okay? I mean, everyone means every big player lah. You join when the big player is trading. Just now, some of the question you're asking, right? Why I only talk about the market that is non-stock? Is it recommended or not? Okay, for me, I put it in this way. In trading, when we want to make profit, it's quite obvious that we have to get volatility. Only have volume is easier for us to trade. When there is a volume there, okay, when there is a volume, the price movement will be increases. When the price movement increases, only then the profit can be increases. I know a certain market of stocks, their volume is also high, their volatility is also high. That's why the profit is high. I know this thing, but profit, the next step is about leverage. How many multiplier that you can get in stocks? Your lot size, for example, S&P 500, your lot size straight gold is like 1.00. Compared to Euro USD, is about 0.01. You can start small you can go to one lot as well. It's flexible on Euro USD, also for gold. But then for stocks, Apple, Amazon, this kind of stock market, right, the entry level is pretty high. And for that kind of entry level, I think that is not suitable to do this kind of day trading, especially for our stage right now. Unless you tell me that your monthly salary is 30,000, 40,000, 1 month buy one Apple also no issue. Then fine, you can go to US stocks. But then for our case, I know that majority of guys starting with around $1,000, $2,000, that is even not enough to buy stock. And if you use the formula of yesterday, we calculate what will be the number of days for us to margin call when we're trading on stocks market, right? That is the highest risk among all the market. And Forex, gold technically is lower volatility and the risk is slightly lower. That's why it's more suitable for beginner. But when you are growing your skill, you know how to do stocks, you know how to do Forex, you know how to do gold, you can slowly climb up to go to stock market one. Okay, so that is how I get started as well. I start from some market that is low, safe, ensure that the money will not lose everything, and just keep rolling until the end. The next topic that I want to talk is about auction market theory. Is to know exactly how does the price being determined. For example, last time during the MCO, right, my mom was at home and she was quite boring, nothing to do. So she decided that let's do some business. So she decided to sell this dry food, and this kind of food, right, when you dry out to eat, it's like crispy and still a bit of sweet over there. And she decided to do this business, but then at the time, she is the only person in the market. So the question is that how should my mom sell this thing? What would be the price? Because we don't have a market standard yet. So what we do is that I help my mom to do a bit of digital marketing, online Facebook, selling on social media, and see that how much we can sell. At first, we do different packages. We do the packages like, hey, get it free trial products, a small basket of biscuits, and also with some dry food. And then we slowly increase the price to be 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit, and all the way to 35 ringgit, a big basket of dry food. And then we sell, and then we have some certain sales records. And then I come up with this kind of table. And this table, we have different sales volume, right? So you have 3 at 7 sales volume, 5 ringgit at 8 sales volume. Now, over here, this is the data after 2 weeks. Question to all traders. What would you think is the best price to sell the dry food? And the price that can sell to get the most profit? Type in the chat box, what is the best price? Oh, 25. Okay, the answer is 15. Why? 15 have the most volume, right? 15 has the most volume. Of course, the margin over here, everything is 20% margin. We just want to make sure that margin is not a factor. At 25 ringgit, my margin is still 20%. At 15 ringgit, my margin also 20%. We just want to make sure that we maintain the same margin at all levels. So at this stage, why we think that 15 ringgit is the best to sell is because we can get the highest volume. It's easier to do marketing when we get started, right? And the question is that right now we are selling at 15 ringgit. If you would like to go for promotion when during Raya, what we're going to do is that we can sell cheaper, like 10 ringgit and 5 ringgit, slightly lower than that. What if that we want to sell more premium? What would be the premium price that we can sell and still can break even? Alright, type in the chat box. 20 has a highest total. Correct, CK Chang. If you really calculate, yes, indeed, 20 have a higher total sales revenue. But then at 20, right, the volume is slightly lesser. So no choice, lor. We got to be accepting the fact that no volume, we will die as well. But then if you want to go higher price, like Azizan said, yes, indeed, we can go to 20 and even up to 25. These are the range of the price that you guys are accepting in the market, right? You see, this is all the market that you type. And in fact, this thing itself is how we determine the price of the product. Okay? And using this simple concept is what we call this as supply and demand. We ask the market what will be the best price, and then we do it. At 15 ringgit, this is the best price because this price have the most people willing to buy with you, and there is most of the time we as a seller okay to sell with you as well. But then if the price goes too cheap, like people want to do free or charge at all, cannot lah. The person will be die off. If they are going so expensive to 35 ringgit also, cannot. No buyer, no seller. Go to 30 also no people. You are still back to the reality around 15 ringgit day. So this is why we say that the market is always within a certain price range, supply and demand. So we come into this topic, right? How do we know that what is the best price to buy or to sell? To answer this, you need to understand that the concept of value area is a price whereby 70% of the time have the most buyer, have the most seller. 70% of the time, all will agree to buy and to sell. And there is one exactly price that have the most volume, which is what we call as a point of control, POC. Meaning that this price have the most buyer, have the most seller agree to buy on this price. Coming to this study. Now, based on this study, right, the price that have the most buyer and have the most seller is at here. Over here, you can get the most buyer and seller. And the entire blue box is whereby the area of what we call as value area. When your price go too cheap, let's say that this is the product that we're selling, right? The food we sell at 1 ringgit per meal. Wow, sure, bro. Like sounds too cheap, like a scam, correct? Buyer not willing to buy as well. Seller also cannot afford. So in the end, the buyer and seller will prefer to go to a slightly more expensive range. If the product sell too expensive, mee hoon soup, okay, for 35 ringgit per bowl at a hawker store, of course people will not accept this as well. So there's no people want to buy. And in fact, this thing, right, look back, 70% is a region. And how many of you guys still remember this thing? This area. Remember this? This is what we call this as value area. Essentially, it's a mountain, the peak of the mountain, whereby have the most buyer and the seller. Certain students call this a mountain, certain students call this as a seahorse indicator, but whatever that you want to call it lah. Now, how to do it in a real life market is that, now if you guys can, right, take a pen and paper, draw together with me, so that it helps you guys to understand better. So in market, right, there just to be two things, trending and ranging. The market can be either very, very trending or very, very ranging. So in a real life market, right, there will be a lot of this area, we call this value area. And within value area, right, this is where the price will be in ranging. It will be down, up, down, up, down, up, like this. Okay? And that is the main reason as well why it formed value area. Because the buyer and the seller willing to range between the upper bound and lower bound. And right now, there is more and more buyer come in. The buyer want to buy low and buy high. Buy low, right? But then the buyer are kanchiong, FOMO already. People are FOMO. What they'll do? Buy in first, right? Go in first. Then they will start to be buying at the top. Okay, you can see that they're going to start buy at the top. And exactly at which price they will buy, there is a best price to buy, right? We call it as a top. The place that have the most buyer and seller. And after that, what happened? Dear JP Morgan, pump the market up. Boom. Push it back. Okay, why you push it back? So that other people can join. Come, come, come. I take you guys fly. At this stage, this is what we call this as a breakout. Right? It has go out from this ranging area, but essentially it's a value area. So when you break out, this is a place that people willing to buy. Okay, buy already, then it goes up, up to wait to the next value area. Go in, then it back to ranging again, and then it goes up, up. Hey, there are more buyer, more and more buyer. Break, go again to the next mountain. And this thing itself keep on repeating again and again and again and again. And this, by doing this, how you classify is that as long as it's within the region here, is what we call this as a ranging. In this region, outside of it, right, anything that outside of it is what we call this as a trending. See where the price is, or if it's, you know that it's inside ranging area, right, then might as well that buy low, sell high. And if it's trending, right, if it is trending, then you can know that where it will fly to. Okay, where it will fly to. Fly to either the next ranging area or the previous one. In between, it likely will not stop. It will just continue to float. Now, it may be slower, but it just keep float until the end. So this pattern itself is a beautiful drawing here. If you guys want to take a photo, you can. And this pattern itself repeat again and again. Ranging up, down, up, down, up, down, then back to trending, back to ranging again and again. Okay, take a photo in count of 3, 2, 1, done. Now, go to the downtrend, right? A lot of people asking, Ethan, why cryptocurrency drop? Can you explain to me or not? I always say one simple word. Oh, because there's more seller than buyer, lor. Ethan, I know lah. Then tell me why it's dropping. Okay, if you want to know where it will drop to, right, you have to understand that what is the real value of the cryptocurrency, of that particular product. In terms of value, how we justify this is how many people are willing to get this crypto or this product to do business. For gold, it's different, right? Gold, you are using it to do computer chip. Why gold price is going up so much recently? Intel is using gold to process a computer chip one, right? AMD is using that. And also, Forex, there is a real value. Company share price got a real value, right? Because the people in the share is doing the business to make more money. So the question that the crypto coin, is there anyone that behind the scene that doing the real business that generating the money or not? By generating means providing the services or doing manufacturing, those kind of products based. Okay, so in this case, let's say that for a crypto coin, it started with $1 and it was started at $1 at this range. People are willing to trade within this region. Okay, how to know what people are willing to trade or not? We call this as a ranging. So usually 1, 2, 3, upside, and you consider as ranging already. Downside 1, 2, 3 also consider as ranging. But then, what if that at this point, suddenly the price boom, you can see a lot of seller here. That means that the price is likely to go to the another side. Okay, then it will draw to here. Now it may not 100% free fall to here, just that you guys know what I mean. Come to here, as long as it reach to a region, at this point, people will bounce off a bit, then only come back in. Then back to ranging. Why ranging at this region? Because people are willing to buy and sell within this price. And then if you want to go lower, then just write this, then to the next value area. What if there is no value area at the bottom? It will form a new value area. It will form a value area that people willing to buy and willing to sell. So if want the price to go higher, like this one, go higher, where you will go? Go to the previous higher value area. So by doing this method, right, you can analyze almost any market. And in fact, the market that have the real volume, such as futures market, such as stocks market, this method will perform the best. Forex, it will perform as well. But then Forex market is hugely manipulated. So that's why the value area will not be so beautiful like a mountain. It may be like, I mean, this is what you guys know, like Forex, right? So is that clear to everyone? Or you guys don't know what is going on already? Blue. Now, let's do like this, right? We take a live case study. What will be the market that you would like me to analyze? First come, first serve. Type in the chat box. Okay, don't just type. You guys can take a photo of this thing. Okay, basically this is where you can access the value area within TradingView. Now, with that said, this is my TradingView. In my TradingView, I go to gold market because first one type gold, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is that this indicator can be applied in any time frame. Okay, don't ask me, Ethan, what time frame to use again? It's the same. Now, I shrink to this right, because I can see that this area have a more ranging. Can you see this? It's more ranging. And comparative, right, this area, okay, you can see right, this region is more ranging. So that's why there is an agreement that people will need to buy and sell within this price. So what we can do is that we can get into this one, all right, this and this, click, and from starting, where is it start? Anyway, right, just starting from arranging this entire region, start arranging, click to the ending, click, ta-da! And this is the value area. Now, this value area, you may see not so beautiful, not like what I designed just now, but you have to accept the fact that theory is just theory. You have to be practical as well. And you can say that every single peak of the mountain, okay, every single peak of the mountain, like here, here, and you see this line, this red line, this line is the port, the actual port within this region, the price that have the most buyer and the most seller. Tick and tick. Of course, there are too many, all right, too many pick already, so you need to be selective lah. Cannot take everything. Okay, so what I'm drawing here is that now you see how powerful it is, this indicator. Before that, you analyze the market. Oh, see up down. Oh, how to analyze? Right now, I remove the price. I just said that, okay, right now the price is at 1031, which is here. And at the top side, got buyer or seller or not? No, top side don't have. Bottom side got more buyer, right? Got more buyer or seller. We don't know exactly buyer or seller, but we know that average price 2022, 2015, 1998, 1988, and then 1982. These are all the price that you see. The price will have an interesting price action one. How interesting? Recently, you see the price is almost every single time stop over day one. Every single time stop day one. Why? Buyer or seller are holding the price. Either one are holding it. You see, it's holding over there. And even here, a crash of the gold market. People ask, Ethan, how far it will drop? How far it will drop? Check value area lor. If this area fell, then come to this area. This area fell, then come to here. Fell, then you're gonna drag back lah. See how far that it can go. It will not simply stop one. It will have a specific price. And for me, alright, it will be asking me, how about Fibonacci? How about support resistance? I will say that no need learn all these things lah. All these things I mean, just to let you guys know, if you literally go in to study Fibonacci, you will realize that the person that invented Fibonacci is losing money. I don't know why people are still using it, but it's a good thing. Okay, by doing this, did you get a sense or not? It's more logical. Volume and the price to tell that where is the right price to enter. It's been proven structures. Alright, if you can see the connection, right, type a yes in the chat box. I suppose this indicator is only applied in training wheel. It is applied in training wheel and also applied in MT4. But for MT4 version, we temporarily not using it. Okay, temporarily not using it. Now, over here, this is AUD dollar, right? Australia dollar. And you see this area being pretty ranging, correct? And what we do is that come to here and go to here. Fixed range value area. It's not an indicator. It's not indicator. It is the same line that you use to draw up, down, drawing all these things. It is just a drawing tools. So I just click this. I click this. Next step is to click at starting point of ranging, starting on the ranging, go all the way to the ending of the ranging. Since right now it's still ranging, so I just drag it to here, click. Wow, you see? When the ranging is long, it will be very beautiful. And pretty obvious that this will be the next target lor. This will be next line. Now, by doing this, straight away, you need to do a lot of things, put in pending order at the price level they've been set. And in fact, you guys see this. Okay, you see this? The price is exactly stop at day one. Stop at here. It don't simply draw. It's proven by volume. There is a buyer and seller indeed drag the price there. Maybe buyer fell, then seller win, then that's why it dropped. Alright. So you see this level? This level is the strongest that hold between upside and downside. So very likely that AUD USD will drop to here. So did you always see that report like online? This study, gold price will go to where, and then this AUD USD will go to where. This is exactly how it's being studied. So you're asking me, is it need to be a lot effort to put into the chart, analyze every day, look at it? No need lah. Okay, in fact, just to prove to you guys, this is a valid area in 2-hour time frame. If I change to 3-hour, will you get the same? Exactly the same line. The peak is also the same. If I go to daily time frame, will it be the same? See, the peak of the market is still the same. Because the buyer and the seller does not care on the time frame. Okay, so with that said, this is how you exactly know how to capture the right price to enter the charts. How far back that we can measure the volume profile? Is it historical data, right? It is historical data, but it's a proven volume inside the market. Is it similar to apply Camarilla? Okay, so for pivots, Camarilla pivot is a mathematic formula. It's different from this one. Camarilla is based on formula, on price on it. This one is only for those. This one is a combination between price and volume. Okay, it's a starting point of what we call this as an order flow trading. Okay, but then we don't go into so deep about this because no point. Okay, no point. This is on to area of ranging, right? Yes, correct. It's back to a ranging. So you know ranging, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Is it only could be applied on ranging market? It could be applied on trending market as well. Tell me a trending market that you know is trending right now. Any market that is trending. WTI. Now, you say WTI is trending, right? I just put it like this. If I draw from here to here, okay, you see, indeed there is a ranging, and some of you guys say that I am doing historical, right? But you see exactly, this is a point on the last time until here, but in the future, you see, the price react also, it being dragged within this region. Okay, being dragged within this region. And when it drop to where there is a bottom boundary, right? You see, it being stuck and still goes up, pull back, right? Draws up, pull back, and then it will go to the next value area. But the next value area is too far away, so I just put it until here. Could it be applied in a Google stock? Can. I mean, the tools that I'm teaching to you guys is a universal tools. It can be used in any way. Google is called alphabet. How to spell? Okay, here. Now, alphabet, right? Now, this is a previous ranging. Okay, this is a previous ranging. And then it had breakout, correct? It will make a successful breakout. Then, where it will go next? It will go to the next value area, right? You see this? This is the next value area. So within this to here is the next value area. So where it likely to stop at? Here. Done. Okay, in fact, you can see this, right? You see there's a peak here. And does it coming down already? Where is the momentum for the Google market? Hey, momentum, eh? You are so strong, breakthrough already. Breakthrough continue fly lah. Why you stop here? Value area being dragged by the previous one. No. Exactly, this is how the market been. I mean, all the trader in the market know this thing lah. It's just that you want to accept it or not, all right. How many of you feel that this is very interesting, right? Type of wow in the chat box, right? Type of wow in the chat box. If you feel that this is very interesting, something that help your trading, make it so much clarity to do the trading. Right? Type of wow in the chat box. Okay, I think that these tools can be applied in any way. Okay, essentially, right, when you master the skill of trading, you can trade at any market. Just which one is the most profitable? Tools remain the tools. Okay, guys, remember, take note on this. Trading tools is just a tools. Essentially, you have to learn to find the connection between tools and tools to make profit, like what we mentioned yesterday. And that comes to the point that I would like to mention about this as well, because I believe that quite a number of you guys are more senior traders, and you guys come to the workshop today, and I believe that you have a certain expectation that you hope after this workshop you would like to gain a certain amount of skill improvement. For those beginner, I know that you just want to get exposure, at least from 0 to 1. But then here I would like to explain to you guys that what are the things that you possible to do wrong that make you less profit even right now. I think that you probably have tried a lot of things, but right now let's just summarize everything and see that what are the things that you have missed out. And these are some of the things that we have already covered along the way, but let's just put it like this. This is what we want to talk about: trading trinity. Trading trinity essentially is what I say that all in one element about trading. Now, over here to my slide, this is a triangle. It's everything you need to know about trading, including how to enter the trade, how to exit the market, how to do risk management. And with that said, entry, you have learned what? What is the market doing? Support and resistance. Basically, ding dang, right? Second thing, you also have learned about how does the market work, and then when will the market work. Basically, this is what you have just learned. Value area. In the market, how the market work? Ranging, trending, back to ranging. Like this, as simple as what you guys can see. And you also have learned about entry method based on seasonal analysis, whereby the time where all the technical analysis will fail. Hence, the seasonal analysis you'll learn about at what time the market will be uptrend, at what time the market will be downtrend. You also learn about multi-time frame analysis. Basically, is time frame is just a matter of zoom in and zoom out of the time frame. After that, you also learn about exit strategy as well. Exit strategy, the easiest one, but the hardest to click button is to close or easy to click when it's profit, but damn hard for us you guys to close it when you guys are in losses. So that's why we have invented not just close all, but also at the same time we have a partial close. Now, what is partial close? In fact, when you do trading in the simulation just now, you can make a trade like buy, then you buy again. And what if the buy suddenly goes up? You will choose to close one of the trade first. Okay, you can click one time. And if it go even higher, then you close for a second time. So in a way that you are securing a portion of profit back to your pocket first and let the remaining profit run. It's important to cut loss fast, let profit run. It's always easier to say, but you have to believe in it. Believe in this is a must for me to do. Cut loss, and let the profit run. The thing that do harder is here, let the profit run. That's why there is a partial close. You close the profit bit by bit first. And the third thing is about trailing stop loss, TSL, and using the break-even. Now this part, not much thing to say. You're just using the swing robot to trade. Okay, swing robot to do it. Now, the next thing we would like to talk is about risk management. Risk management over here, straightforward, the most important formula of your entire life in trading is going to be a bullet formula. How? Your capital divide by the total lot size that you're going to open times 80% of the margin call percentage. That will be equal to the maximum point drawdown. And with this risk management, right, you learn two things, RSI and also MA. But the keyword that you will need to learn is RSI refer to mean reversal. And moving average refer to trend following. Now, just a quick one. RSI, MA, when you choose this thing, right, they have a certain behavior one. For example, when you trade RSI, the ROI usually quite bad. Your profit quite low, but then your win rate super high. When you trade with moving average, your ROI could be very, very good. Your risk reward also very high, but then your win rate very low. So it could be end up in the situation whereby if you're using RSI a lot, your graph will be everyday winning. When there is a loss, boom, lose a lot. Winning, lose a lot. Winning, lose a lot. This is what likely to be the real case of your real trading. But if you're using moving average, the case will be you lose money first, then suddenly a big win. Lose money first, then suddenly a big win. Lose money first, then suddenly a big win. Alright, why? Because moving average have a higher risk reward. So when you want to talk about risk reward, it's about which strategy that you go for. If you choose somewhat in between, then you have to be mixture of these two indicators. That will be another new level. So if you want to be just as simple as one indicator that settle everything, you've got to choose which path that you want to go, left side or right side. Now, come back to here. When you have these three things, right, these three elements, question is, which of the problem that you are facing right now? If you're telling me that right now you have a problem of higher drawdown, then it's a mass problem of your entry. You have to fix your entry problem. For example, let's say that you are A, you enter at here, and there's another guy enter at B. A and B exit both at here. A and B both get the same profit. But then who will get the drawdown? Okay, A will get the drawdown. Why? A may get it enter the trade too early. A may face a drawdown that only goes higher. But B is not. B enter and then fly already. So if you want to be improving your trade performance in terms of drawdown, you have to be improving your entry. Make sure that when you enter, the market can always go in your favor. No need to be always, but then majority of time, right? How majority? 60% of time is enough. And what is your problem? Drawdown. Then you got ROI issue. Very, very low ROI. Then it's about your exit. Now this one, let me put it like this. There will be three cases. Let's say that both A, B, and C enter at the same price. And the price may be like this, then come here. A exit at here. B exit at here. And then C exit at here. A exit too fast, just a little bit spike exit already. But B wait until, no need to be at the peak, even at a higher price, right? At a certain better risk and reward, only B exit. And then C exit too low, too patient. Isn't tell me risk reward need to be big. Then it take 1 to 10, which the market never reached there. Hence B, C back to break even only. So if you want to be improving your profit, you want to earn more. You want to earn more, you got to know that it's fair. You have to wait longer to earn more. How about consistency? Consistency is whereby we talk about risk management. It's a place you have to be balanced between your ROI and your win rate. You cannot tell me that, Ethan, please tell me a strategy that have the highest win rate and given the highest ROI. The market is very fair. You want to get ROI, you have to sacrifice on your win rate. You want to get a win rate, sacrifice on your ROI. And in order to balance between these two, that's why the risk management, the risk reward come into the place. And if we extend it further, right? Now, people always talk about trading psychology, but exactly where is the trading psychology? I will say that this is a 3D triangle. And this 3 dot is individual mechanical part of trading. And I always emphasize the mechanical part before you go to psychology part. Why? You can't even profit on demo already. What to talk about psychology, right? But where the psychology come in is when you have a bit of basic between all these elements. Then you combine all these triangle into a peak. And this peak, I prefer to call this as a, you can call it a trading psychology, or I'll call this as a mentality. It's how you think about trading. It's how you're going to combine all these three elements to one that is fit to yourself. Is that fit to your entry need to be fit to your lifestyle. Your exit need to fit to your mindset. Your risk management need to fit to your goal that you want to achieve in 1 year, 2 years later, so that you will be motivated to improve on your entry, exit, and risk management all together. All right, essentially, this trading is to improve all together. And now, a bit tips on how to learn in trading. Number one, you have to learn like what I'm doing. I always deconstruct every component in trading to a simplest component that even a 7-year-old kid can understand. Second, recap. Recap every day what you have done. That's why we have a trading reflections. Practice on simulation. Keep doing it again and again and practice what have you really learned. See that if you learn correctly or not. And if can, share out with your friend. When the more you share, the more you will learn. And number 5, remember to reward yourself. Now, right now, I would like you guys to sit back and have a bit of relax. And I want you guys to imagine the situation whereby when you do trading, and this is how it will be like. And this is a process as a trader when we want to chill down our mindset, when we encounter a difficulty, when we would like to have a breakthrough in our trading. This is how we do it. And I want to imagine that in a situation whereby you have completed all of the lesson that you have seen over here. And right now you are back into your trading desk. And I know that there are lots of things that you have written in your notebooks, all right? And look through in your notes, scan through up and down. Try to think that what if that you can deconstruct what I'm doing here. Put it into entry, exit, and risk management. And slowly think out in a way that what will it be like if you can point out each and every single dot in your mind right now. Okay, Ethan, talk about this, that point, and try to find a connection in between. All right. Then what you're going to do later is put into simulation and try it, test it. If what you have learned, all the dots that you connected in your brain right now, is it valid or not? And I want you to imagine that what if that you are in profit, all right, in a real life trading, if you have been using all these dots together and you indeed make a good profit, what would you do next? Go ahead and tell your friend that, hey, I actually been trading profited around $200 profit, even $100 profit. Just tell your friend, hey, this is how I profit. Share out with them. All right, this is how I use a robot to trade to get this profit, this indicator. Because the more you share, it will emphasize again on your memory, on your brain to structure it further. And the best is that take the profit out, withdraw first, go and treat your friend a good meal, because it is a system to reward yourself, that tell yourself that I can do it. I can do it in the trading. Right? Type it in the chat box together. I can do it. I can do it in the trading. Every single time when you make a profit, don't just say, okay, I make better than last time. Okay, if can, take a bit of profit, go and enjoy yourself. All right, I can do it. I can do it in trading. So in conclusion, right, in order for you to be good in trading, this is the most basic thing that you have to be perfect first. All right, and at the same time, you combine all these mechanical parts of the trading already, then this is whereby you start to be emphasized even stronger and stronger. Get into a prop firms, get a larger capital, and then when you make a larger capital, you make a larger profit, take a profit and treat your family a bigger meal, take them to go for trips. The more reward to yourself, it anchor to give yourself a sense that you can do it. Now, I would like to share with you guys this video